Gyanvatsala Swami is a popular spiritual leader from the BAPS Swaminarayan Mandir. Born in 1958 at Anand, Gujarat, he is a mechanical engineer by qualification from the Birla Vishwakarma Mahavidyalaya. I guess that is why he chose to come to join us at an automobile convention. He has toured the world and has been invited at many seminars across the globe. Till now, he has conducted over 15,000 talks. Swamiji is an avid reader and an excellent orator. I am sure he will leave you spellbound. I have heard his talks where he is able to enthrall the audiences on various subjects, ranging from stress management, goal setting, attitude, ethics in management, emotional quotient, spiritual quotients, intellectual quotients are some of his favorite subjects. Today he is going to be speaking on a subject of the great management guru Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And maybe he's the only speaker today who is not directly connected to our automobile industry. However, I can certainly promise you that you will learn and take home more from this talk today than any other speaker. Can we please now hear from Swamiji to enlighten us on this lovely subject?
Yeah, more comfortable. गुणातीतो अक्षरम ब्रह्म भगवान पुरुषोत्तमः जनो जानन्निदं सत्यम मुच्यते भवबंधनात्। श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवान की जय। अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम महाराज की जय। राधा कृष्ण देव की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज की जय। महंत स्वामी महाराज की जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज शताब्दी महोत्सव की जय। With prostrations at the divine feet of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and my Guru Hari, Param Puja Pramukh Swami Maharaj, and my Pragat Guru Hari, Param Puja Mahant Swami Maharaj, my heartiest namaskar, good evening, and Jai Swami Narayan, especially, of course, to all the delegates of FADA, FADA, and my very good friend from Mumbai, Amar, Nikunj, and Rakesh Jain. We were closely associated from perhaps the first conference of your organization that happened way back in 2010-11, perhaps at Lonavala in Mumbai. So nice to be with you again on this occasion, and especially when the central theme of your conference today is thriving amidst disruption, in which I'm supposed to talk on 7 habits of highly effective people, one of the most coveted, one of the most decorated management book ever written upon this planet by none other than Stephen Covey, one of the most decorated management gurus upon this earth. And it's a topic that would really suit the central theme of the conference, because you want to thrive in the midst of many disruptions. If you want to thrive in the midst of disruptions, necessarily, beyond your technical know-how of your business, beyond the relationships that you have cultivated over the years, you need to develop and exhibit certain basic human values in your thought process, in your behavioral patterns, in your association with people, and especially in the execution of your tasks. Compiling all this, Stephen Covey, he has written this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. After its writing and publishing, it remained as the bestseller for 64 weeks in the New York Times list, which is a world record. I would say that 90% of the Fortune 500 company executives, they have done some or the other course of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Either a crash course of 1 day, a 1-week course, and more than 60% of the B schools in Europe and America, they definitely have this course for the management students. The book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, was not written sitting in a room under the fan in a controlled temperature. But Stephen Covey, he met more than 3,000 successful people upon this earth. He was a professor in the Department of Management at Harvard. He met this like 3,000 plus people who were successful in all walks of life. Successful as a businessman, as a husband, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister, as a neighbor, as a relative. He met them, interviewed them, learned about their history of life, achievements and growth. And he comes to a conclusion that these 7 habits I found very common among these highly successful people. This book is being translated in more than 30 languages across the world. Till the year 2000, more than 30 million copies sold. As I said, this book has a crash course of 1 day to 6 months. But today I'm entrusted with the task of giving you the gist of this book in 40 minutes. But sometimes the pill is fine. The 7 habits that Stephen Covey describes, the first habit he said the successful people had was be proactive. हम लोग एक्टिव तो हैं. प्रोएक्टिव मतलब क्या? प्रतिकूल परिस्थिति में सानुकूल प्रतिभा. In the situations that are opposing, in the circumstances that are not conducive to you, you still put forward an attitude which is binding. You still put forward an emotion which is connecting. So, प्रतिकूल परिस्थिति में सानुकूल प्रतिभा. Standard Oil Company थी अमेरिका में. John D. Rockefeller, he was the owner of that company, the first official dollar billionaire upon this earth. J.D. Rockefeller. कंपनी में कुछ ऐसी बात बनी, कोई एम्प्लॉय थे, उसकी कुछ गलती की वजह से the company incurred a loss of $2 million. J.D. Rockefeller calls the employee in his office. The employee was shivering that he would fire me off. And from the 60s, the policies in the corporate America started hire and fire. John D. Rockefeller offered him a seat, offered him a glass of water. He was very surprised. And he said, "Sir, I know I have made a very big mistake, and you have all the right to take a decision for me." Rockefeller said, "That is why I called you here." And then Rockefeller draws out from his drawer a small piece of paper, a few lines written in it, and he starts reading it aloud. He reads out all the good that the employee had done for the company. In the last 30-35 years of his services and association with the organization, all the good decisions that he had taken, and in the midst of those good decisions, what profits the company had during his tenure of decision making, listed it out. And then Rockefeller, he tears off that piece of paper and tells the employee that your association with the organization, your integrity of 30 to 35 years within the association, your contribution to the organization since last 30, 35 years, all that creates such a big colorful picture right in front of my eyes that your this small mistake, I don't count it. So I have called you not to fire you, but to give you a promotion. बड़ी आश्चर्य की बात. And I'm promoting you, superseding you to 2 levels, so that you have more authority to take decisions, and your last 35 years of integrity tells me that you are burning from within, that if you get one more opportunity to serve the organization, you want to repay the debt of $2 million with interest. You can do it early, as early as possible, if I promote you, so I'm superseding you 2 positions in the company. क्या प्रोएक्टिविटी है? ये लेवल की कॉर्पोरेट स्टोरीज हैं. प्रतिकूल परिस्थिति में सानुकूल प्रतिभाव. You are most active in the worst of circumstances, in the most opposing situations, yet you are more conducive. तो ये प्रोएक्टिविटी की बात है. जीवन में भी थोड़े थोड़े विचार में, परिस्थिति में भी प्रोएक्टिविटी रखना. थोड़ी थोड़ी बातों में हम डिस्टर्ब हो जाते हैं, थोड़ी थोड़ी बातों में हम लोग इरिटेट, फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाते हैं. ऊपर से तो 3 पीस सूट पहनते हैं, टाई होती है, बड़े अच्छे कॉर्पोरेट हम दिखते हैं, लेकिन थोड़ी थोड़ी बातों में डिस्टर्ब हो जाते हैं, फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाते हैं, इरिटेट हो जाते हैं. You must stabilize yourself. Words, facial expressions, bodily languages, circumstances should not, or at least disturb you. इतनी तो stability चाहिए कि नहीं? Then you become a good professional. You become a good human being. मैं जिस संस्था में से आता हूं वो BAPS स्वामीनारायण संस्था, जो दुनिया की प्रथम 10 में से एक संस्था है. We are one of the top 10 NGOs of the world with a permanent status in the United Nations. आप लोगों ने शायद अक्षरधाम देखा होगा या नोएडा में. Just raise your hands. स्वामीनारायण अक्षरधाम एट नोएडा, या उसी संस्था में से मैं आता हूं. ऐसे छोटे मोटे हमारे 1200 कैंपस है पूरे विश्व में. 1200 कैंपसेस. हाँ, अक्षरधाम ये 110 एकर्स है. गांधीनगर का अक्षरधाम है वो 23 एकर्स है. तो ऐसे साइज में छोटे मोटे कैंपसेस हैं. और अभी अमेरिका में बन रहा है, 265 एकड़ पे बन रहा है. 2022 अगस्त वी आर इनॉग्रेटिंग इट. और अभी 5-6 महीने पहले आपने समाचार सुने होंगे कि अबू धाबी के शेख, हिज रॉयल हाइनेस शेख जैयद ने हमारी BAPS संस्था को दुबई अबू धाबी एक्सप्रेस हाईवे पे 27 एकर्स लैंड गिफ्ट में दी टू बिल्ड एन अक्षरधाम देयर. और अभी 1 महीने पहले हमने ग्राउंड ब्रेकिंग सेरेमनी, मतलब फाउंडेशन स्टोन लेइंग सेरेमनी परफॉर्म की. और इन 3 years by 2023 अगस्त वी विल इनॉग्रेट द प्रोजेक्ट. वहां गंगा, यमुना, सरस्वती भी डेजर्ट में बहेगी एंट्रेंस में. इतना बड़ा अक्षरधाम का प्रोजेक्ट है वो. We run more than about 110 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges. We do 162 different kinds of social, cultural activities. And we are about 1100 saints in the organization. My job is talking to people and I don't charge a single penny for my talks. मैं 25 साल से बोलता हूँ, कभी किसी के पास एक पैसा भी चार्ज नहीं करता. This is also like my social service towards the society. ये मैंने इस संस्था की और ये प्रवृत्ति की इसलिए बात की कि इस संस्था को इस कक्षा तक ले गए हमारे गुरु हरि थे प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज, जिनका नाम आपने सुना होगा, द क्रिएटर ऑफ अक्षरधाम. इतनी बड़ी विश्वव्यापी संस्था, इतना बड़ा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. इमेजिन आपके पास एक हुंडई का शोरूम हो, एक मर्क का हो, आप डीलर हो, तो भी शाम कैसे गिरती है पता चलता होगा. काम, प्रवृत्ति, हाँ होता है. Everybody wants to work 8 to 10 hours a day. We also work. We are directly involved in the management, in the administration of our organization. What I'm doing now is my hobby. मैं जो बोलता हूं वो मेरी एक हॉबी है, इसलिए मैं बोलता हूं. We are involved in the administration, in the management, in the HR of the organization. वरना इतनी बड़ी संस्था चलती नहीं है. सिर्फ अक्षरधाम नोएडा में हमारे 1000 का स्टाफ है. यहां कोई ऐसा बैठा नहीं होगा कि जिनकी ऑफिस में 1000 का स्टाफ हो. We have to manage HR, सभी एक्टिविटीज होती है. तो प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज थे, उनके जीवन में से एक सीखना है जो हमने जेडी रॉकफेलर के जीवन में से सीखा. डोंट गेट डिस्टर्ब बाय माइन्यूट हैपनिंग्स इन एंड अराउंड यू. ये क्यों हो गया, अरे यार क्या होगा, इरिटेशन, फ्रस्ट्रेशन, दैट इज नॉट प्रोएक्टिविटी. यू हैव टू रिमेन स्टेबल. कोई भी परिस्थिति हो. वो हमारे देश का जो मुख्य व्यक्ति है ना, सर्वोच्च, उसके पास से बहुत सीखना है. कोई भी परिस्थिति में स्टेबल रहना. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was once in New York. The room was very small where he was sitting. Somebody said the room is very small. Pramukh Swami Maharaj said, smaller rooms are good. Less power is used. Just about a week hence, he was in Toronto. The room was spacious, sitting there. And somebody said, Swamiji, rooms should be such spacious. Pramukh Swami said, yes, spacious rooms are good. More people can be accommodated. ये घटना छोटी है, लेकिन आपका एटीट्यूड बाहर आता है कि आप अपने अस्तित्व के लिए, अपने विचारों के लिए, अपने कार्य के लिए, यू आर नॉट डिपेंडेंट अपॉन योर सराउंडिंग्स. यू आर डिपेंडेंट ऑन ओनली वन थिंग, ऑन योर बेसिक थॉट प्रोसेसेस. बाहर गर्मी हो, ठंड हो, स्टाफ में 2 कम हो, 2 ज्यादा हो, यू आर यू कैन डू इट. So प्रतिकूल परिस्थिति में सानुकूल प्रतिभाव, that is called proactivity. This was the first habit of highly successful people. ये बहुत अच्छी एक आदत है, which needs a good cultivation in life. Second habit that Stephen Covey describes, begin with the end in mind. जो भी चीज आप, जो भी कार्य, जो भी संबंध आप शुरू करें, begin with the end in mind. कहां तक जाना है, कहां तक आप पहुंच पाएंगे, where exactly you want to reach and what is the path to reach there. Begin with the end in mind. If your path and your end is clear, you will be able to overcome any hurdles during the process. Ed Moss थे, 110 meters hurdler थे, more than 70 international and Olympic gold medals, silver medals and bronze medals. When he retired, he was also the chairman of the Olympic committee, the Olympics that was played in 2012 in London. He was asked by Reader's Digest on the day of his retirement that what is the secret of your success? 110 meters hurdles दौड़ते थे. हर 10 meters में hurdles आती है, कूद के जाना पड़ता है. Ed Moss said that hurdles I would never see them. और एक बहुत अच्छा वाक्य वे बोले, which is an inspiration to all people. He said, hurdles are those which you see when your eyes are off the goal. गोल पे दृष्टि है तो hurdles दिखते ही नहीं आपको. तो begin with the end in mind कि वहां तक पहुंचना है, वो गोल तक पहुंचना है, तो hurdles आएंगे और आने ही चाहिए. बहुत कुछ सीख पाएंगे उससे. But you don't get disturbed. So begin with the end in mind. एडिसन थे, 10,000 प्रयोग किए, फेल हुए, फिर भी प्रयोग चालू रखे और आज ये लाइट की भेंट हमें दी है. So sustenance, persistence, if you have the end in mind. If you have the end in mind, persistence with patience is a good quality that will naturally reside in you. और इसमें इंटीग्रिटी की बात भी आती है. वहां तक पहुंचना है लेकिन ठीक ढंग से पहुंचना है. एथिक्स, नॉर्म्स और डिसिप्लिन से कॉम्प्रोमाइज करके नहीं. और उसमें अगर कॉम्प्रोमाइज किया तो तकलीफ आ सकती है. इवन इफ द नेम ऑफ योर कंपनी इज सत्यम एंड यू गो फॉर असत्य प्रैक्टिसेस. Even if you are the king of the skies, you have to leave India without Indian passport. Yes or no? Even if you are the Sahara of thousands of families building homes for them, you can still be a Sahara in TR for 4 years. Even if you are an ace pace bowler of India, if you go for spot fixing, you cannot avoid a life ban. So whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are, don't play with ethics, norms and disciplines. Initially अच्छा लगेगा, easy पैसे आएंगे, लेकिन एक दिन ऐसी परिस्थिति बन सकती है, it can make you zero from hero within seconds. In short, if you are an electrical engineer, even after your 30-35 years of practice, one fine Sunday morning you are sitting with the Sunday newspaper and a cup of coffee, looking at the electric plug, you can't put up your collars and tell to the electric plug, see, I am the chairman of the company and this is the chairman's finger and I'm putting it inside, take care of it. Can you tell that to the electric plug? Electrical engineer of 30 years, if he puts his finger inside the plug, what happens? चिपका देगी, मर जाओगे. Because electricity doesn't know your post, position and power. Am I right? In the same way, ethics, norms and disciplines doesn't know your post, position and power. Whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are, even after enjoying so much power at the age of 73, you have to stay for 100 days in Tihar. Whoever you are, whatever you are, ethics is ethics. Electricity is electricity. चिपका देगी, मर जाओगे. आज नहीं तो कल, कल नहीं तो परसों. So begin with the end in mind. Stephen Covey writes in this book that the successful people I met had this thought in their mind. By the second habit, begin with the end in mind, I told you two things. First, you decide the goal and whatever happens in between, you don't care for it. You go for the goal because you have the end in mind. And second, during the process, you don't make an ethical mistake. If you make an ethical mistake, you don't have the final good end in your mind. Did you get me? The third habit, putting first things first. ये प्रायोरिटी की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं कि चलो सुबह उठे और आज जो 5 काम करने हैं उसमें से पहला कौन सा करेंगे, दूसरा कौन सा करेंगे, उसकी बात प्रायोरिटी की नहीं है. Putting first things first is not only work, but your likes and dislikes, your desires, your work, your family, work-life balance, everything. So putting first things first. What will you put the first thing when it comes to work? Warren Buffett, जो दुनिया के सबसे धनाढ़िया व्यक्ति है, $100 billion of investments, उन्होंने एक अच्छी बात की कि when I am supposed to select an employee, I want to see 5 things in him. First is academics. Second is his intelligence. Third is his talent. Fourth is his energy. And fifth is his integrity. Then he writes that if somebody, a probable employee, a potential employee, if he has less on first 4 and more on the last, that is integrity, he becomes my natural choice. But if he is less on the 5th, integrity, and 100 on 100 on the first 4, I just throw him out of the office. मतलब जब इंटीग्रिटी की बात आती है, academics, intelligence, talents, experience, nothing counts in front of this value. Am I right or wrong? Just raise your hands if you say yes. वो एक सबसे बड़ी quality है. Because all your academics, talents, intelligence, know-hows, experiences, back support systems, platforms, relationships can make you rise to a certain level. But beyond that, only your integrity can take you. That is the richest of all the values. So putting first things first is beyond your talents, experience and academics, put integrity first. That is putting first things first. When our Guruji Pramukh Swami Maharaj met Bill Clinton at the age of, Pramukh Swami Maharaj was 80, that was in the year 2000 at Miami in America. Bill Clinton, the then president of the United States, was running for his second presidency. He came to know that Pramukh Swami Maharaj is here in America. And since we have a huge presence in the United States, आपने जो अक्षरधाम की बातें की ने, ऐसे हमारे 110 कैंपस नॉर्थ अमेरिका में हैं, 110 on the length and the breadth of US. That includes, of course, Canada, Vancouver, Toronto, सभी जगह पे. So he expressed a wish to meet Pramukh Swami Maharaj. A 22-minute meeting happened between the two. After the 22-minute meeting, when Bill Clinton came out, he told us, the saints, that I haven't seen such expressive eyes full of integrity in my life. Pramukh Swami Maharaj की आंखें देख के उन्होंने ये कहा. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was a saffron-clad person, 80 years old. मतलब किसी को धक्के मार के आगे नहीं आए, सभी को साथ लेके चले, सभी का अच्छा सोचा, सभी के प्रगति के लिए प्रयत्न किए, ये सभी इंटीग्रिटी में आता है. He saw integrity in the eyes, and Pramukh Swami Maharaj casually told him, sir, मतलब वो तो गुजराती में बोलते थे प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज कि हमारे अक्षरधाम आप जरूर आना, हमारा निमंत्रण है. बिल क्लिंटन ने कहा कि when you are inviting, I will come. There was an interpreter saying between the two, and he came to visit our Akshardham. So integrity carries a big value. I tell you, less on mind and more on heart, you will be more successful. Less on heart and more on mind, you will be less successful. The heart has reasons of its own which the head can never understand. बुद्धि तो लोगों के पास बहुत है, विचारे भी बहुत हैं, भावनाएं, पवित्रता वो कम है. By your intelligence, you become managers, you become CEOs, you become MDs. By your emotions, you become leaders. दोनों में बहुत फर्क है. And the right combination of both, you become legend. वो एक अलग, एक level ही अलग है. We more and more want to bank on our minds and less on heart. इसलिए IQ के बाद EQ की बात आई, EQ के बाद अभी SQ की बात चल रही है. बड़े बड़े मैनेजमेंट कोर्सेज में शायद ये मेरी 15,000 से भी ज्यादा की टॉक होगी. आई हैव टॉक्ड इन मोर देन 15,000 सच सेमिनार्स एंड कॉन्फ्रेंसेस ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. कहीं अच्छे अच्छे लीडर्स को मिले हैं. IQ की बात अब निकल गई. मैं बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हूं, मुझे सभी कुछ आता है, अच्छी बात है. बड़े अच्छे टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड वाले टेक्नीशियंस होते हैं, IT इंजीनियर्स होते हैं, कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर्स होते हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर्स होते हैं. उनको सिलिकॉन वैली में अच्छी तनख्वाह मिलती है, लेकिन तनख्वाह देता है कौन? जो व्हाइट अमेरिकन है, वो सिर्फ कॉमर्स ग्रेजुएट होता है, जो कंपनी चलाता है. तनख्वाह वो देता है. एंड्रयू कार्नेगी जब उनकी मृत्यु होने वाली थी, he was in the last days of his life, he was asked, as per the tradition and the culture there, as it is asked for such big personalities, कि what would you like to get engraved on your tomb? एंड्रयू कार्नेगी ने कहा कि आप मेरे टॉम्ब पे ये लिखना कि here lies a man who during his lifetime employed and paid salaries to people who were more intelligent and talented than him. तो कई बार मैं हंसते हंसते एक बात करता हूं, it's just a joke, take it lightly. Those who get 90%, they go into engineering and medicine and become engineers and doctors. 15% less, 75%, they go into the commerce line, open up a company and employ the first two. Again 15% less, in the 60% range, they go into public life and decide policies for the first two. And just laughingly, again 15% less in the 45% range, they go in the underworld and control the first three. कहने की बात यह है, jokes apart, what I mean to say is, if your EQ is high, emotional quotient is high, that means you understand the person well, you understand the relationship well, you can understand the person beyond his facial expressions and beyond his body language, beyond his expression of words. That means your EQ is high, emotional quotient is high. Emotional quotient जिसके पास high होता है, वो intelligent quotient पे राज करता है. And now the thing has come that beyond emotional quotient is your spiritual quotient. बहुत अच्छी एक बुक लिखी है, जो आप पढ़ना चाहते हो जरूर लिख लेना, आपके पास पेन और पेज ऑफ पेपर तो है, लेकिन I would suggest this book which can make you a leader from a manager. You all here sitting are good managers, but if you want to become a good leader from a manager, that ladder this book provides you. The title of the book is Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence. I repeat for the good of everybody. Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence. Co-authored by Dr. Ian Marshall and a lady, Dana Zohar. They jointly have written this book in which they have described that a person with a good SQ has these 8 signs, 8 qualities. I will not go into the deep of it, but just list it out for you, because that is putting first things first. The 8 good signs of a person with a high spiritual intelligence, who can rule over intelligence and emotional intelligence both. मतलब IQ और EQ से भी SQ बड़ी बात है. तो 8 signs क्या है? First, flexibility. Second, self-awareness. Third, an ability to face and use suffering of life. मतलब जीवन में दुख आता है ना, उससे दुखी तो नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन वो दुख का उपयोग अपने मिशन में कर सकते हैं. That is spiritual intelligence. दुख का भी उपयोग कर सकते हैं अपने मिशन बढ़ाने के लिए. So first is flexibility, second is self-awareness, third is an ability to face and use suffering of life. Fourth, an ability to be inspired by vision. कुछ देखते हैं उसमें से बड़ी बात मन में आ जाती है. Fifth, an ability to see connection between diverse things. Sixth, an ability to cause as little harm as possible to people, surroundings, environment. Seventh, an ability to ask and probe fundamental questions. And eighth, an ability to work against a convention. These are the 8 qualities of a person possessing good spiritual quotient. So putting first things first, the third habit as described by Stephen Covey, if you have SQ as the first one, and then your EQ and IQ, you can become a good leader from a manager. Otherwise, you will become a good manager by your IQ. You will manage a few people, but to carve out your place in the hearts and minds of people, prepare a legacy that would go on for many years and decades to come, for many generations to help, you need to become a leader. That is a spiritual quotient beyond IQ and EQ. Fourth habit Stephen Covey ने लिखी है, think win-win. Think win-win. मैं भी जीतूं, आप भी जीते. Win-win. W-I-N. Win-win. 3 words हैं. Think win-win. मतलब मैं शोरूम लेके बैठा हूं, मुझे भी प्रॉफिट हो और कस्टमर जो आए हैं उनको भी कुछ अच्छा मिले. I be happy, you be happy. I enjoy my life, you also enjoy your life. I also progress, you also progress. I also be successful, you also be successful. I also prosper, you also prosper. ये बहुत बड़ी आदत है. ये इंटरनेट का जमाना है, सोशल मीडिया का है. The laws of the hands are very long and strong. So you can't cheat a person always, because now all the information is open out. Think win-win. कई बार मैं बात करता हूं ये GST आप ठीक तरह से भरना. GST भरेंगे तो एक लाभ बताऊं मैं आपको. GST गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स. यहां एक GST ठीक चलाएंगे तो ऊपर से एक GST बरसेगी. ये GST है गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स, ऊपर से जो GST बरसेगी वो गॉड सेव्स टेंशन. GST, गॉड सेव्स टेंशन. तो टेंशन जरा कम रहेगा, वरना मार्च आता है टेंशन आएगा GST का. What I mean to say is, think win-win. I also win, everybody wins. I also prosper, be wealthy, he also be prosperous, and he also be happy. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज हमारे गुरु थे, उनका ये जीवन का एक सूत्र था, इन द जॉय ऑफ अदर्स लाइज आवर ओन, इन द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ अदर्स रेस्ट आवर ओन। आप सभी ने सनफ्लावर्स देखे होंगे, हाँ या ना? देखें, उनका मुखारविंद किस तरफ रहता है? सूरज की ओर रहता है। जब सूरज नहीं निकलता है, बड़े घने बादल होते हैं, अंधारा सा होता है सुबह 10 बजे 11 बजे भी, तभी सनफ्लावर्स आपने देखे? बोलिए कहां रहते हैं, कैसे? तो नीचे रहते हैं। यस यस, हु सेड दैट? बोथ ऑफ यू स्टैंड अप। वेरी गुड, अच्छी तरह से आपने देखा है। जब घना अंधेरा होता है, बादल छाए जाते हैं, मतलब सूरज बाहर नहीं निकला होता है, the sunflowers they face each other. You know why? The biologists, they have come after decades of research that they face the sun, they receive the energies and they not only consume but store the energy. There is sunlight. But when there is no sunlight, they face each other and share energy with each other so that both of them can survive. तो एक सनफ्लावर में भी इतनी बुद्धि है कि जब सूरज कम है तो एक दूसरे के साथ कुछ शेयर करे, तो मनुष्य पास से तो अपेक्षित है ही थोड़ा शेयर करें। The amount of money that you have in your bank account when you die is the extra work you did you shouldn't have done. जो हकीकत है। एक और पुस्तक मैं आपको बताऊंगा, ब्रॉनी वेयर, एक नर्स ने लिखा है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया की नर्स थी वो, अभी भी है, मतलब रिटायर्ड है। पुस्तक लिखी है द 5 रिग्रेट्स ऑफ द डाइंग। क्रिटिकली इल पेशेंट्स को ट्रीट करती थी वो। तो जब पेशेंट और वे दोनों रूम में अकेले होते थे, तब ये नर्स एक फॉर्म भरवाती थी। मोर देन 1000 फॉर्म्स शी फिल्ड अप एंड पीपल रिस्पॉन्डेड। Terminal ill patients, they knew that they would pass away in a few days. Their relatives knew it. Even the paramedical staff knew it, that they would pass away in a few days, a couple of weeks. The form was, when you know that you are dying within a few days, what are the things that you cherish and what do you regret? Cherish में कॉलम में थोड़ा लिखा था, लेकिन regrets में बहुत सारा लिखा था लोगों ने। From an ordinary carpenter to a CEO of a company to a family business owner, respondents सभी थे। उसमें से 5 पॉइंट्स कॉमन निकाले। ब्रॉनी वेयर ने एक ब्लॉग चालू किया, फेमस हुआ। शी वाज एडवाइज्ड टू राइट अ बुक, शी रोट दिस बुक, द 5 रिग्रेट्स ऑफ द डाइंग। उसमें प्रथम रिग्रेट था, व्हाई ऑन अर्थ डिड आई वर्क सो मच लाइक अ डोंकी? गधे की तरह इतना काम क्यों किया मैंने? तो दूसरा रिग्रेट ये था, आई शुड हैव स्पेंड मोर टाइम विथ माय नियर एंड डियर वंस हु लव्ड मी एंड whom I loved, instead of spending unnecessarily more time at my showroom and office after 8 p.m., after 9 p.m. I should have come back to my family on time. अगर टाइम है तो एक 30 सेकंड की वीडियो है YouTube पे, आप मेरे जाने के बाद कोई भी सेशन के बाद कोई आईटी वाला हो, उसको डाउनलोड करवा के दिखाना। 30 सेकंड्स, एक्स वर्ल्ड सीईओ ऑफ कोको कोला ब्रायन डायसन की स्पीच है, कॉन्वोकेशन डे की। ओनली 30 सेकंड्स है, फिट हो जाएगी आपके प्रोग्राम में। नहीं अभी नहीं, मेरे प्रवचन के बाद करना। तो उस 30 सेकंड्स में उन्होंने अच्छी बात बताई है कि इन लाइफ यू आर प्लेइंग विथ 5 बॉल्स। हमने जोकर को देखे ना सर्कस में, 5-6 गेंद से खेलता है, एक भी गेंद गिरने नहीं देता। इन लाइफ यू आर प्लेइंग विथ 5 बॉल्स। फर्स्ट बॉल, बॉल ऑफ वर्क, second ball of family, third ball of friends, fourth ball of health, and fifth ball of your spirit. First sentence. Second sentence में कहते हैं, after 30 years of working in the corporate field, you will come to know that the first 4 balls are made up of rubber, and the last ball, that is the ball of spirit, is made up of glass. Then he says that the first ball, that is the ball of work, is made up of rubber. आपके हाथ में से गेंद गिर जाएगी, नीचे पटकेगी, फिर से वापस आ जाएगी, but it is made up of rubber. But the rest 4 balls are made up of glass. Yes. Yeah, the rest 4 balls are made up of glass. If you lose it from your hand, if it falls on the ground, it will break. If not break, it will crack. If not crack, it will de-shape, but it will not be the same again. So the last sentence it says, so get to work on time, work effectively during your working hours, and get back to your family on time. This is putting first things first. This is think win-win. तो ये रखना, दुनिया का सबसे धनाढ्य इन्वेस्टर है वॉरेन बफेट, $100 billion of investment. He comes back to his family by 6 p.m. Shuts off his mobile at 6 p.m. चलो आप चालू रखो, उसमें मैं ना नहीं कहता हूं, लेकिन रात को 8 बजे के बाद देखना, ऐसे ही कुछ अर्जेंट इमरजेंसी हो तो ठीक है. कुमार मंगलम बिरला, he shuts off his mobile at 8 p.m. sits for family dinner. और आप रात को 11 बजे तक 12 बजे तक मोबाइल चालू रखते हो. क्या आप ये समझ के चालू रखते हो कि शायद मुझे ये 2G 3G राफेल स्कैम या CAA NRC के बारे में बहुत कुछ पता है, तो शायद नरेंद्र भाई को कुछ पता चले कि इनको भाई साहब बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन है, और रात को 11:30 बजे PMO में से फोन आए मुझ पर कि tomorrow we are forming a joint parliamentary committee and I want you as a member on that. और रात को 11:30 बजे मैं PMO का फोन न ले पाऊं तो देश की बड़ी असेवा हो जाएगी. आप क्या ऐसा मानते हैं? तू आराम से सो जा, तेरे जैसे उनके पास 130 करोड़ है. थिंक विन विन फॉर योर सेल्फ एंड योर फैमिली. और उनको जिनको बुलाना है बुला लेते हैं टाइम पे. PMO में से बुला लेते हैं, ED के माध्यम से बुला लेते हैं, CBI के माध्यम से, जिनको भी बुलाना है बुला लेते हैं. सुबह उठ के भी पहला काम आप क्या करते हैं? देखो सभी को पता है, यू आर अ फूल. यू ओपन अप योर मोबाइल राइट व्हेन यू आर इन योर बेड, open up your data and start your WhatsApp, and the rain comes in and you become happy. See, 80 chats and 120 messages. लेकिन उसमें 90% गुड मॉर्निंग के फ्लावर्स होते हैं, वो 6 दिन के बाद रिपीट होके वापस आए, पता है तेरे को? और उसमें से एक तेरे को अच्छा लगा, तूने छोड़ दिया ग्रुप में. वो दिल्ली से निकला, लंदन गया, लंदन से नैरोबी गया, नैरोबी से न्यूयॉर्क होके वापस मुंबई होके 5वें दिन फिर से आ गया. उसमें दोपहर में कोई फ्री था तो एक क्रॉप चॉप करके एक पेटल निकाली और सीरीज चालू हुई. This gadget is made to serve us. The reverse has happened. We have become the slaves of this gadget. You are not the mobile phone that you use. You are not the branded clothes that you wear. You are not the car that you drive. You are not the office that you sit in. You are a human existence. Don't be over dependent upon all these electronic gadgets. It will eat up your time. And you have just 70, 80 years upon this life. उसमें से आधे पौने तो चले गए. And 8 hours a day you sleep, average will come down to 8 hours by the end of your life. 1/3 of the day you sleep after 24 hours. Straight equation, directly proportional. 1/3 of the life you will sleep. That means if you live for 70 years upon this earth, your 23 years of your life are going to be in sleep, in bed. You don't know whether you exist or not. 70 साल अगर आप पृथ्वी पे जिए तो 23 साल तो सोने में जाने वाले हैं. क्या कभी गिनती की है इसकी? You are just 40 seconds, 50 seconds of brushing your teeth. Your 40 days of life goes in brushing the teeth. अब आईने के सामने के समय तो मैं गिनाता नहीं हूं. Think win-win. Respect time. Time will respect you. So if this was the 4th habit, 5th habit Stephen Covey गिनाते हैं. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. पहले आप सामने वाले व्यक्ति को समझने का प्रयत्न करें, सुनने का प्रयत्न करें. एक बहुत अच्छी टर्म स्टीफन कॉवी ने ये चैप्टर में लिखी है, एम्फेटिक लिसनिंग. When you listen to your employee, when you listen to your family member, when you listen to your friend, don't just listen to answer, listen to understand him. यहां अगर 6 लिखा है तो आप क्या कहेंगे? मैं बोलूंगा 6 है, आप क्या कहेंगे? 9 है. बहस तो चालू रहेगी, हाँ या ना? सॉल्यूशन क्या है? सॉल्यूशन क्या है इसका? सॉरी, आपकी नजरिए से देखना वो एक सॉल्यूशन है, थियोरेटिकल है. मैं प्रैक्टिकल कहता हूं. प्रैक्टिकल सॉल्यूशन क्या है? उधर आके देखना. किसको? पहले आप अपनी पोजीशन छोड़ के उसके पास जाए, This is most important for the solution. First, leave your position to understand him. Theoretical बात है आपकी और मैं practical करके दिखाता हूं उसको. You leave your position and go to him and then say, yes, you are right. It is 9. But then don't forget to catch hold of his hand and bring him to your position. So solution आएगा. So seek first to understand and then to be understood. This is the most important aspect. Then you enjoy relationships. Then you enjoy your work. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज जिनको मिलते थे बहुत प्रेम से, कंपैशन से, pity से मिलते थे. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज met more than 20 lakh people in his lifetime personal counseling. He read and answered more than 7.5 lakh letters in his lifetime. He personally visited more than 3.5 lakh homes, offices, factories and shops. And he created this 1200 institutes all over the world. लेकिन he gave emphatic listening to everybody. बहुत प्रेम से सभी को सुनते थे और उनका उत्तर देते थे. तो पेशेंस से सुनना. We are all good speakers. We are less listeners. और जो एटीट्यूड हम मन में लेके बैठे उस एटीट्यूड के बारे में अगर बात नहीं, उससे कोई दूसरी बात आई तो हम सुनने के लिए तैयार नहीं है. हर एक अपने एम्प्लॉई क्या है उसका चित्र हमारे मन में क्लियर है. रखना है प्रॉपर साइजिंग, लेकिन उसके बाहर की कोई बात उसके पास से वी आर नॉट रेडी टू लिसन. एम्फेटिक listening Stephen Covey suggests. The sixth habit is synergy. एनर्जी हमने सुना है, सिनर्जी एस आगे लिख दिया है. लोग बोलते हैं स्टीफन कॉवी अपने आप को अमर कर दिया, एनर्जी के आगे एस लगा के स्टीफन का सिनर्जी बना दिया. लेकिन वो सिनर्जी क्या है, बहुत ठीक तरह से सुनना. When 2 or more than 2 people, when they come together, decide to work together and come on a CMP, common minimum program, come on the dais to work together. They work together, produce a result. The joy that they get from working together and by the final outcome, that joy creates an energy to work again. That is called synergy. I'll just take 2 minutes more. That is called synergy. तो ये synergy है, संप की भावना है, एकता की भावना है, सुहृद भाव की भावना है. आज कमी सबसे बड़ी synergy की है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं है. इसलिए देश में, समाज में, विश्व स्तर पे इतनी बहस हो रही है सभी बातों पे. लेस ऑन अंडरस्टैंडिंग, लेस ऑन एक्सेप्टेंस, लेस ऑन एडजस्टमेंट्स. यही प्रॉब्लम है. लेस ऑन अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड लेस ऑन सिनर्जी. भाई साहब, आप भारत के सिटीजन हो, आपको कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. क्यों आप बहस करते हो? You are a citizen of India. Nothing is going to happen to whichever caste, religion, whatever. Only the illegals have the problems. लेकिन वो समझदारी कम, लेकिन वो सिनर्जी कम, इसलिए सब बहस हो रही है. तो कहने की बात यह है कि सिनर्जी में मतलब ये सुहृद भाव है. कैलिफोर्निया में, अमेरिका में रेडवुड ट्रीज हैं 150-200 फीट तक ऊपर जाते हैं. तो साइंटिस्ट दे थॉट, द बायोलॉजिस्ट, दैट देयर रूट्स मस्ट बी मच डीप. क्योंकि इफ यू वांट टू कंस्ट्रक्ट अ 20-story बिल्डिंग, यू हैव टू मेक अ डीपर फाउंडेशन, अ स्ट्रॉन्गर वन. देखा तो कुछ चंद फीट ही ग्राउंड में थे ये रूट्स. आश्चर्य लगा कि इतने बड़े टावरिंग रेडवुड ट्रीज और उनके रूट्स चंद फीट ही डीप है. फिर बहुत संशोधन के बाद पता चला, आफ्टर अ लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च, दैट द रूट्स अंडरनीथ द ग्राउंड, दे वर सो मच एंटेंगल्ड विथ ईच अदर that they created support for each other. Normally there is a space problem everywhere, upon the earth and under the earth both. Under the earth also the roots, they fight with each other of the trees, adjoining trees, for water, for mineral. Redwood trees के जो roots हैं, they become best of friends and relatives, entangle with each other and supply and share minerals and water. So even going to 150 or 200 feet plus, with very shallow foundation, they still survive earthquakes and storms. तो ये वर्कप्लेस पे और फैमिली में थोड़ी सोचने जैसी चीज है. And the last thing is, the sixth is synergy, and the last is your physical, mental, and emotional health. For that, Stephen Covey suggests some good reading, some good thinking, and lastly he says that all these 3,000 successful people I met, they had one common habit. Now listen carefully. These 3,000 successful people had one common habit, and that was they used to connect to their creator, the God, through prayers or chanting the holy name every day in the morning. इन सभी को ये आदत थी कि कुछ प्रकार से भगवान का संबंध रखे प्रेयर से. All these 3,000 successful people that I met and interviewed, they had a habit, Stephen Covey writes, that they used to connect with their creator, the God, through prayers every day. तो ये 7 आदतें हैं which can enable you to thrive in the midst of amidst disruptions. Just listing it out: proactive, begin with the end in mind, putting first things first, think win-win, seek first to understand and then to be understood. 6th is synergy, and 7th is your physical, mental and emotional health. So I pray for all of you, for all the delegates today of this conference, that may you get the energy and the blessings to imbibe such good moral and spiritual values in your life, which is beyond your intelligence, beyond your emotional quotient, but high on spiritual quotient, and which can make you not just a good administrator, not just a good manager, but a leader who can guide people and set the path for the future generations to walk on. Thank you very much, and my prayers for all of you.
May I now request Mr. Sanghi and Mr. Rakesh Jain ji to kindly felicitate Swamiji.